abuses of funds, a $10 million Department of Education grant to the Virginia Commonwealth University for faculty workshops on decolonizing the curriculum, a nearly $700,000 national science.
Decolonizing the curriculum.
Yeah. What was the curriculum before it was colonized? What does that even fucking mean? That's nothing words. It's nothing words. We're going to do graffiti 101, and after that, you'll go to your Ebonics class. And, oh, no, all the white people came in and taught you real art and how to speak properly. It got colonized.
Yeah, now we got to decolonize all that.
About? Alrighty, welcome to another episode of Intellectual Dummies. I'm your host, Luke. This is my co-host, Paul. And this episode, we're going to be checking in on... What the fuck did I say I was going to say?
Checking in on Congress.
Checking in on Congress. So if you're not already a subscriber, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. And liberals, we want you to yell at us, so fucking get in there. Get in those comments and fucking tell us how much you hate us, all right?
Yeah, if there's any liberals out there, like, give us your opinion on these hearings and what you think, and if you think that our tax dollars should be going to this stuff. You know, we went over the PBR, NPR thing. I mean, PBS, NPR thing, and I'm glad that shit got defunded. Now it's like closing down, right?
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because if they need our government funds, how are they even in business? Like, if we stop funding them, they go out of business?
Yeah. It's like you're not being funded by the public. I mean, I guess you are with the tax dollars. I guess I see that, but it's like you think that the small donations would be the ones that were keeping you alive?
Well, the commercials on every, like, PBS show is like, we rely on donations from people like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say it all the time, so they're getting donations, right? But, okay, I don't know the names of these women. They're just two woke fucking clowns before Congress. We'll put it that way. But, you know, we got our cast of characters, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tim Gill, you know, all the good question people.
Nice.
So here we go. This is about, like I said, nonprofits that are receiving government funds, but they're woke as fuck.
For 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I also want to recognize that we have the chairman of the DOGE, Texas.
There it is. The House Oversight Committee holds a hearing on public funds, private agendas, NGOs gone wild.
Okay. Somebody is with us today. Ms. Yentl, you're currently I want to get this right, the CEO of the National Council of Nonprofits. Am I right?
Yes, that's right.
And you were former president of the National Low Income Housing Coalition?
Correct.
Okay. In your current job as the CEO of the National Council of Nonprofits, are you familiar with the nonprofit that has been mentioned here up on the dais, the Power Forward Communities?
I am.
You have, okay.
Yeah.
And that 5 organizations led the Power Forward, and one of them was were you familiar with Rewiring America?
Yes.
And do you know that Stacey Abrams was their lead counsel?
I believe she was an advisor.
She was. Well, I have it right here. It says that.
Who is Stacey Abrams?
So I think Stacey Abrams is a woman. I think she was out of Georgia.
I'm looking
it up right now.
I am too. It's this fucking bitch.
Lawyer. Yeah, okay. So she actually lost, I think.
Yeah.
Voting rights activist, author who served in the Georgia House of Representatives from 2007 to 17, serving as minority leader from 2011 to 17, member of the Democratic Party. Blah 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 blah.
Yo, she's wrote a bunch of books.
Yeah, because she's probably she's one of these fucking voter rights, voter suppression, fair action fight. Yeah. One of these woke, I'm oppressed, walking around with a chip on my shoulder, fucking black Democrats.
Hey, look, I'm gonna share this right now, real fast.
Fucking fat sow.
That's the one thing about this segment that's gonna be tough is you and I keeping our language, fucking. But look at this. So look at the books she has written. The names of them: Stacey Abrams, While Justice Sleeps. Stacey Abrams, Coded Justice. Monetary Leaders. There's a kid's book called Extraordinary Words. Rogue Justice. Rules of Engagement. Our Time Is Now. Never Tell. Like what?
Yeah.
Deception.
Deception. the art of design. Like, what the fuck? What? She didn't write all those books. She's not fucking smart enough. Some ghostwriter wrote it and put her name on it. Fucking bitch. Sorry. All right.
All right, back to the congressional hearing here. But yeah, that's who Stacey Abrams is. We just figured it out.
That she was, this is from their press release. She was their senior counsel. Okay.
Okay.
Stacey Abrams ran for governor of Georgia. What party? Do you know? Are you aware?
Yes, she's a Democrat.
Democrat. Okay. And in 2022, she was also the Democratic candidate for governor of Georgia.
I think that's, I'm
Okay.
sure it's true if you're saying.
And she worked with, mentioned Rewiring America in 2023. Power Forward had a balance of, you know what the balance was in 2023? We mentioned up here earlier. It was
No.
$100. And then, and of course, we know in 2020, are you also aware Stacey Abrams campaigned for Joe Biden for president?
If you say so.
Yeah, she's a Democrat.
Fucking said so.
You a gentleman, you?
No, I don't have enough time. I would. If you
All right.
give me an
Thank
extra
you, my
minute, I would
friend.
love to.
Okay.
Ms. Yennel, CEO of the National Council of Nonprofits.
Yes.
How much did Joe Biden, his administration, give, who's Stacey Abrams campaigned for Joe Biden, how much did they give to Power Forward?
So I'm so glad to have a chance to address the
Do you know how much it was?
egregious mischaracterization.
Okay, was it $2 billion?
I don't know the number.
Okay, it was $2 billion. Okay, that's quite a bump from a C note to $2 billion. The Biden
That is quite a bump.
Yeah.
administration justify this gift. Do you know?
So what
How did they give them
happened?
the money?
Thank you. So many of these organizations.
Well, ma'am, do you know
that
how? I don't have the
received
time.
Funding.
Okay, you don't know?
Oh, no, I would love to answer
You're
the
trying to filibuster.
No.
Yeah, total filibuster.
Was it? Well, I'm trying to help you because I don't have enough time. Green energy grants.
May I answer the question, sir?
You got 10 seconds. Could you answer the question? Do you know what it was for?
These were coalitions of long-standing organizations.
Okay, so you're not going to answer the question. It was for green energy grants. Once Stacey Abrams got that money, just so happens that two other nonprofits that she founded, Fair Count. Have you ever heard of that one?
So I'm here
Yeah,
to
yes, yes, sir.
support
You know what
the
Fair
work of
Count is or
nonprofit
not?
organizations.
Okay,
and
you
to
don't know.
oppose
No,
efforts
Madam
to
Chair,
target organizations
Madam Chair, I reclaim my time.
with views separate
Madam
from
Chair,
the administration.
Please freeze the time. You're here to testify and answer questions, and you will not answer the questions. You don't know what Fair Count is. I asked the question. Do you know or not?
No.
Have you ever heard of it? You've never heard of it. Okay. It's a voter mobilization group for black voters. That does nothing whatsoever to do with green energy. And you know, just so happens as a mystery of the universe, it's a coincidence that the president of that organization is a gal named, let's see where her name is.
Oh, you lost your momentum, brother. See, this
Yeah.
is the thing, like with sometimes with these people, it's like you have to be prepared. You can't get stumbled up because now you just look like a schmuck.
Yeah.
How did you lose your place, bro?
Her name is Janine McClain. Her middle name is Abrams because that's her maiden name. She's Stacey Abrams' sister.
What a coincidence. What do you think, Luke? Just a coincidence?
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's a miracle. You want to talk about incestuous? I mean, the Tide Center also was running an organization called Southern Economic Advancement Project. They got money as well, and they fund a lot of Hamas protest groups across the country. So this is incestuous, Madam Chair. It's backdealing, money laundering from nonprofits. Everyone up on this dais supports true charitable nonprofits, not political nonprofits or basically government organizations, because it's funneling money into the pockets of Democratic activists. Nothing more. Case in point, Ms. Yentl, what is your total annual compensation?
I don't see how that's relevant, but if you're interested, it's public information, which is evidence of the accountability and transparency that nonprofits adhere to.
Yes, your predecessor made $583,000. I suspect you get something similar.
I do not.
So you don't.
That is
you wanna
not my
share?
salary.
Okay, but
You
that
can
was
look-
what
you
your
can
predecessor
Google it.
was, because
It's
as you
public
said, it's
information.
publicly traded or publicly
Yes.
available information.
Yes.
When you were the president of the, ironically, National Low Income Housing Coalition, what was your annual compensation?
That's not quite right, but would you like to?
It was
would you like me to speak
$399,000.
to executive salaries
It was
at nonprofits?
It was $399,000, was it not?
quite. No,
It was not. That's what it says. You're under oath.
I see that it says that. That was not my salary. Thank you.
Okay, so all right, well, we'll check that out.
Please
Madam
do.
Chair.
Yo, that woman drives me nuts.
Yeah. Dude, every time there's like a committee like this and someone's not answering the fucking question, there should be a guy standing behind him to just fucking punch him in the fucking jaw from behind.
Yeah, it's like if you don't know now by when somebody asks a yes or no question and they go, thank you for having me here today to answer these questions, and I'm looking forward to do so. By the way, it's like, hey, answer the fucking question, dude.
Punch in
Come
the
on.
face, right there. Right there.
All right,
But-
so, well, go ahead.
I was going to say, so she was like, what did they say, the president of the low income household coalition or something, like whatever that was.
Yeah.
The fact that that even exists is fucking horrible,
Yeah.
because you've now created a organization to, support these low income people. But if these low income people don't get lifted out of poverty, guess what? You don't have a job anymore. What was it? She was getting paid, what was it?
Well, pretty much 400 grand. Pretty much 400,000, really.
Yeah, $400,000.
Yeah, she's not trying to solve any
people out
problems.
of poverty, all these people out of poverty, and risk losing her fucking comfy fucking $500,000 job.
Exactly.
And everyone that works for that organization is going to lose their job. No,
No, just gonna keep
absolutely
pumping
not.
it. All right, next clip. We're continuing, and I think it's still the same bitch.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for holding this hearing. I'd like to begin with Ms. Yentl. You've written a lot about anti-racism and white fragility and things like that. Do you believe that President Trump is a racist?
I don't believe that's relevant to this hearing.
Do you believe that he is?
I'm not here to discuss my personal beliefs. I'm here to speak about the important work
You've
that
tweeted that
nonprofits
he's a
do
vile,
across the
despicable
country.
racist. Do you believe that much of his housing policy was racist during his first term?
I'm here to talk about the vital work that nonprofit
So you're not going to answer me?
do throughout our
You've
country
tweeted
and in
that
your district.
it's explicitly racist and deeply harmful. Is that right?
I don't have the tweet in front of me.
I've got it right here. You did tweet that. You tweeted that on September 25th, 2020. You said it's explicitly racist and deeply harmful. Do you know who President Trump's Secretary of Housing and Urban Development was during his first term?
Yes.
Who is it? Who was it?
It was Secretary Carson.
Is Ben Carson? Do you believe that Ben Carson is racist or a white supremacist?
With all due respect, sir, I am not here to talk about former HUD secretaries. I'm here to talk about the essential
tweeted
work
extensively
that
about it.
nonprofits do in your district. And
But these people, I hate when they do that. Like, I'm not here to talk about it. It's like, yo, you were summoned to answer questions.
Yeah.
So you need to answer the question.
You want to talk about.
Yeah, like, you're summoned to answer questions
Yeah.
from these congressmen and women, not friggin', oh, I'm not here to talk about this, you know? Give me a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah. What's your favorite color?
Okay, we can move on then.
Yeah, what's your favorite Netflix series?
What's your third favorite color?
If you won't answer the question. Are you a racist?
with all due respect, sir, I'm here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits do.
Excuse me, that's a
throughout
very
this
simple
country.
question. Yes or no question. Are you a racist?
I'm not a racist.
You're not a racist. particularly interesting because according to one of your affiliate charities under your nonprofit umbrella, denial of racism constitutes covert white supremacy. Are you a covert white supremacist?
Sir, I'm here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits
Are you a
do.
covert white supremacist?
Can I talk about the work that nonprofits do?
No, I'm asking you if you're a
Because I think that's
covert
the-
white supremacist, which according to one of your own organizations, again, denial of racism
She's like, I'm here to talk about the nonprofits. It's like, well, we're talking about one of them right now.
No, that's what we're talking about. You fucking dumb bitch.
constitutes covert white supremacy. Would you like to
I'm
answer
sorry,
the
what's-
question?
I don't know what the question
So
is.
you refuse to answer whether you are a covert white supremacist.
I am here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits do. If you'd like to ask me a
I am
question
utterly
about
dumbfounded.
nonprofits
You are on
in your
record right now, and you will
district
not
or
say
throughout
that
the
you are not a
country.
covert white supremacist.
I don't have a definition in front of me. I haven't looked at the definition. I'm not going to answer a question about my personal
That
views.
is,
I'm here to talk about the work
you're not.
of nonprofit
I
organizations.
no. I want to give you one more chance to do this. Are you a covert white supremacist?
Why are we so off track from the topic?
I'm
of this
asking you.
hearing?
I'm asking you a very straightforward question.
I've heard your question. Thank you, sir.
And you're not going to answer whether you are a covert white supremacist.
I would like to answer questions about the work
This
of
is
nonprofit organizations. Thank you.
That is really astounding. I can answer very directly that I am not a covert white supremacist, and I imagine all of my colleagues can as well. I think you ought to reevaluate what you're doing in the nonprofit sector if you can't answer that in a straightforward way. That is astounding.
Mm.
Let me ask you another question. Do you believe that it's appropriate to host and promote LGBTQ plus meetups for 9-year-olds?
I am here to support the vital work of nonprofits, and I will say to oppose the federal government
Do you
targeting groups.
My question is,
with
do you believe
views
it's
that are
appropriate to
different
host
from
and
its
promote
own.
LGBTQ plus meetups for 9-year-olds?
I believe that
Because
the
one of
federal
your
government
affiliate
should not
nonprofits
target
does do that.
organizations that have views different from its own. That is wrong. Whatever party is in control, whatever administration
I think
is in
it.
control,
I think a lot of this
use
is wrong.
federal
Do you
power.
think that it's appropriate for young children to use gender transition paraphernalia? Because one of your
No
not
idea
affiliated
how
nonprofit organizations gives bras, binders, breast forms, nipples. I'm not even going to repeat this because it's
Point
so
of order,
disgusting
Madam
for
Chair. The
children of all
gentleman is
ages.
Breaching decorum and attacking the witness. Can we? please
I'm
move on
not
to
attacking the
something
witness. I'm
relevant
simply
to the
asking a
actual
straightforward
issue at
question.
hand, sir?
Mr. Gill, I'll be extending your time. You've been interrupted.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you, Marjorie
Yeah.
Taylor Greene.
you. Do you believe that art exploration camps for transgender and gender diverse youth of the age of 11 is normal?
we support the vital work of nonprofit organizations and oppose the federal
Please,
government
Josh.
opposing.
Fucking bitch, dude. I wish I could hit her in the head with a friggin'
I know.
a green dildo.
Yeah, a green dildo, yeah.
So you
And targeting
refuse to answer any of these questions. You refuse to even answer the question of whether you are a covert white supremacist.
I'm not here to answer questions about my personal views or my personal.
Is that because you
stance.
don't want to disclose whether you're a covert white supremacist?
I'm here to talk about the essential
I'm
work
giving
that
you a chance
nonprofits
to
do.
tell the world that you are not a covert white supremacist.
Thank
Will
you
you
for the
do that?
chance. I'll pass on your chance.
You'll pass on
Thank you,
that.
sir.
That is astounding. That is really astounding. You're a radical far left activist, and you're masquerading as somebody promoting nonprofit, nonpartisan institutions, and you will not even tell this committee that you are not a covert white supremacist. That's astounding. I yield my time back.
She makes $400,000 a year, Lucas.
Yeah, I know. And that was just from one of those, because she's was the head of 2 organizations.
Yeah. And she has a bunch working under her umbrella.
Yeah, so she makes way more than that. That was just one of her hats that makes
Yes.
that much money. It's weird. You think that she would just say, no, I'm not a covert white supremacist, just to fucking put an end to it, but she just couldn't do that.
Yeah, like at least say that. Like, I'm not a covert white supremacist. I don't know.
No, I'm not. That's ridiculous. You
Like,
know?
yeah, like this is a little, ridiculous.
But then again, then she would be stuck because one of the organizations that she helps fund and
that she's there to stick up for, really.
that she's there to stick up for, exactly, says that in their doctrine. That's like a Robin DiAngelo type thing. If anybody's read the book White Fragility, that whole book is about, if God forbid, if white people have any questions about anything about race, like, actually, I don't think that's racist. You're a racist for not listening to colored people. You know, that's the whole premise of the book, is to white people need to just shut the fuck up and listen. Otherwise, you're just a racist, which is the same fucking bullshit being spouted right here. Yeah. Denial of racism
is covert white supremacy.
Covert white supremacy.
Yeah. So you can't even say you're not one.
You can't even say you're not racist. It's fucking retarded.
Next, same liberal clown. She's a little more attractive, but still.
I now recognize myself for 5 minutes of questions. The DOGE website details much of the wasteful spending it hits the brakes on, and it has an incredible list of top hits. Some of the spending is not just embarrassing, but it is funding actually the genital mutilation of our children, forcing the American taxpayers to pay for it. A $620,000 HHS grant for hashtag Transcendent Health, adapting an LGBT plus inclusive teen prevention program for transgender boys. $620,000 from HHS. It's absurd. This is disgusting, and it facilitates a lie. Here's another one. A $2,000 NIH grant for cross-sex steroid therapy and cardiovascular risk in transgender females. This is another absurd grant that was handed out. A $120,000 NIH grant for personalized 3D avatar tool development for measurement of body perception across gender identities. Here's another absurd grant that, again,
and we're already at like $800,000.
Yeah, I know.
Tells the lie that there's more than two genders. There's only two, male and female. That's it. Something else that the American people should know about, these radical extremist judges that are playing politics from the bench, a judge ruled that this has to be protected. This is a HHS program for gender affirming care and young people. Again, the only thing that affirms gender is the fact that there's only two sexes, male and female, and the American people should never have to pay for that lie. Ms. DeVito, in your testimony, you talk about so-called failures of DOGE in your opinion, but do you support the federal government funding HHS and NIH studies that promote the genital mutilation of children? Do you support forcing Americans to pay for genital mutilation of children? Yes or no, Ms. DeVito?
Thank you for your question. I think we all agree that the government should work for people.
No, I asked you, do you support genital mutilation of children and the American people having to pay for it? That's a yes or no question.
I think government research is responsible for all sorts of innovations that we
So you do,
today.
so for the record, you do.
She looks like she fucking chat GPT'd her way through college. Does she not?
She looks like she's fucking 19, and she just used the word innovations for cutting the dicks off of kids.
Yeah, or mutilating the genitals.
Innovative.
Yeah, real innovative.
American people paying for top and bottom surgeries of children.
I think
Cutting off the breast of young girls, teenage girls, and castrating teenage boys. You support the American people paying for that.
I think government research is incredibly important.
That's not
for
research,
overall
Ms.
innovation.
DeVito. That's mutilating kids' bodies.
What did you say?
I said face punch. Every time they avoid the question, big black guy, face punch.
Yeah, or just you see like
he's black, but for some reason it just makes it worse.
No, it's funny. You just see a hand come on the screen and just like smack her. All you see is the hand,
before they're old enough to vote, before they're old enough to join the military, before they're old enough to even be adults. That's what you're saying the American people should pay for. Just so you know, Ms. DeVito, and I'm very proud to announce that I have a bill called Protect Children's Innocence Act that will criminalize sex changes on children, and that bill will see a vote on the House floor. And I look forward to my Republican colleagues and hopefully Democrats that come to their senses voting yes for that bill, because it's absolutely repulsive and disgusting, and America voted against that this past election. Sick. Mr. Dickerson.
That would have been funny if she poked herself in her eye right there with her glasses.
How do we implement cuts and appropriations moving forward to prevent these agencies from ever being able to fund these studies that promote the mutilation of children's bodies ever again?
I think what you need to do is ensure those riders are included in the appropriations bills that are passed, to clarify to the agencies that even though they have never actually received authorization for these, so they shouldn't have actually done it in the first place, but if they need that funding rider to restrict American taxpayer funds for going to those terribly divisive and harmful things.
Yeah, permanently, right?
Exactly.
Thank you. Other egregious abuses of funds, a $10 million Department of Education grant to the Virginia Commonwealth University for faculty workshops on decolonizing the curriculum, a nearly $700,000 national science.
Decolonizing the curriculum.
Yeah. What was the curriculum before it was colonized? What does that even fucking mean? That's nothing words. It's nothing words.
Foundation grant to the University of Tennessee for Black and Latinx parents, leading reform and advancing racial justice in elementary mathematics. A project that...
Because that's what they got to be learning in elementary school, right?
Yeah.
Provide a model for other...
Before it was like, we're going to do graffiti 101, and after that, you'll go to your Ebonics class. And, oh, no, all the white people came in and taught you real art and how to speak properly. It got colonized.
Yeah, now we got to decolonize all that.
About?
Communities and schools seeking to advance racial justice in mathematics and education. This is insane, absurd, and it's racist in itself. Math is math. A $500,000 EPA grant, green jobs, growing a new generation of environmental justice problem solvers. All of this stuff is far left ideology, and the American people should not be paying for it. It looks like my time's up. So
right there, that was $800,000 going towards transing up kids of the taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's crazy. But I'm glad they're fucking putting an end to all of this. I'm glad they're putting an end to all of it, because this is, we're going to look back on this and be like, I can't believe they were doing this to kids.
Yep.
Autistic kids.
Yeah, kids with mental diseases.
Studies have said that, and this is coming out of the book by Deborah So called The End of Gender. It's in the documentary by Matt Walsh. It's like 70 to 90% of transgender people are just on the autistic spectrum. I'm spitballing those numbers, but low end 70%.
Well, even there's the statistic where friggin' all the tranny kids are like coming out of California, which is like impossible if it were real.
Yeah.
But they all seem to be from California. And then it's like, you're seeing these celebrities like Charlize Theron. She adopted like 8 kids and fucking 6 of them are like trans and non-binary. Like, how does that work?
That's just fucking psychological abuse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. That's statistically improbable.
For our last clip, we got our buddy old Tim Gill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It never gets boring in here. And I'd like to say thank you to the witnesses for being here and for taking the time. Ms. DeVito, thank you for coming here. You, in your testimony, you said that Americans deserve a government that works for them, a government that makes their lives easier and more secure. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Great. I'd like to read through a couple of the grants that DOGE has pulled back, and I'd like to get your take on them. They pulled back a $1.5 million NIH grant to Morehouse College. It was called the Center to Advance Reproductive Justice and Behavioral Health. among Black, pregnant / postpartum women and birthing people. Do you think that that makes Americans' lives easier and more secure?
I think that medical and scientific research of all types.
Do you think that that constitutes critical research? According to your testimony, NIH grants are critical research?
I think that government research of all types in the medical,
including of birthing people?
I think bench research of all types.
Yeah, like she even knows she's
She
an
doesn't
idiot.
even fucking believe it.
Yeah.
What is a birthing person?
Sir, I am here to talk about the DOGE impact.
Well, I'm asking you about this grant and you're defending it. So I'm asking you, who is birthing people?
I am not familiar with this grant.
Mm-hmm.
I take a position that all kinds of government research, medical, pharmaceutical,
Is a birthing person a woman? Is that another word for female?
That is outside the scope of my expertise.
Seems like erasure link.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're still dealing with this fucking shit.
Yeah, fucking retard.
Yeah.
Which to me, I've been told that type of vernacular constitutes erasure language. How about another one? How about the conference, Gender Equity in the Mathematical Study of Commutative Algebra? Do you think that that's a valid form of government?
What is even that?
Yeah, I don't even fucking know.
Spending?
I think mathematical research of all types is deserving of government.
What about studying, and this is directly from the National Science Foundation's website, women and non-binary mathematicians?
Again, I think.
What?
It's 800 grand towards women and non-binary mathematicians. That makes perfect
Non-binary
sense.
mathematicians. What's that math class like? Is 2 + 2 is 4? And by the way, I like to suck dick, eat vagina, and I don't know what I am.
Yeah, he's like 2 + 2 isn't always 4.
Yeah.
I think all kinds of government investment should be dedicated toward mathematics.
All kinds of government investment. You don't have any kind of limit on what we're spending our money on? Just everything? Is that your testimony?
I am talking about DOGE. You brought up.
So am I. This is a grant that DOGE cut.
I am not familiar with this particular grant, but I think government investment in mathematical, biological.
Let's do another one. This one is called #Transcendent Health, adapting an LGB+ inclusive teen pregnancy prevention program for transgender boys. I can't even say this without laughing. Do you think that is a useful form of our tax spend?
I am not familiar with that grant, but I think bench research, government investment in scientific and pharmaceutical
teen pregnancy
research.
for transgender boys. Do you think that is a useful spend of our tax dollars?
I think government investment in all kinds of scientific research is of the utmost importance.
Including...
Dude, it's awful how they can just answer like that with a straight face.
I know.
Pregnancy prevention for transgender boys. Okay. Let me ask you, we can come back to this later maybe. Do you support abolishing the filibuster still?
I am here to talk about DOGE respectfully.
Right. We could abolish the filibuster and get a lot of DOGE cuts through. And you've written at length on your Twitter about abolishing the filibuster. I'm just curious if you think that we should do that still.
I did a lot of previous work on different topics because I am an economic policy expert, and respectfully, I'm here to talk about DOGE cuts.
Okay, but we could abolish the filibuster and get DOGE cuts. This is totally germane here. Do you think we should?
I am here to talk about DOGE cuts, not strategies for achieving more of them, but the harms that they have produced for working families.
That's a convenient change of opinion.
I
know
for non-binary mathematicians, you know what kind of pain you're causing?
Yeah.
All that most of your comments about the filibuster were during the Biden administration. But we can move on. Let's go back to some more of these grants. Do you think that we should be spending money on, quote, the racialized basis of trait judgments from faces?
What?
Oh my God.
I am not at all familiar with that grant.
It's a $500,000 NSF grant.
Okay, I am not familiar with the subject matter or the particular
But you're
grant.
defending these.
I am saying that I think the government.
You're pretty adamant against DOGE cuts, and I'm asking you if you support the cuts
I think that
that
there
DOGE
is
has found.
economic and medical, public health, communal benefit to
What
the
about
government
cross-sex
investing
steroid therapy and cardiovascular risk in the transgender female?
Again, I think government investment in scientific research is
Great.
important.
Thank you for your testimony. I appreciate it.
The gentleman's
Yo, you can edit this part out. I don't care. But people like that are my enemy.
Yeah, no,
They just are.
I agree. They're an enemy to the people, man.
Yeah. If you are for this trans agenda, you are just my enemy, and I don't even want to talk about it. I fucking hate both those women. I can sound sexist as I want, but both those women either don't have men in their lives, and if they do, they're fucking faggots. And I don't know, maybe they should fucking start learning how to cook or something, because they're doing, this is what happens when you put chicks in power. Now we're putting friggin' money towards non-binary mathematicians.
Yeah, and you think it would be okay to just say every once in a while, like, yeah, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe that one should have went. That kind of sounds a little dumb. Non-binary mathematicians, pregnant LGBTQ teen boys.
Yeah. No, I support funds for
People,
all
United
math
States.
practices. Like,
Yeah.
what?
It's crazy. So these people just get on the mic and they're just told, like, these are your lines.
And just say it. Yeah.
Don't backpedal on anything, even if it's non-binary mathematics. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Dude, that was, even the $500,000 grant, they pretty much had, just in the numbers I heard, well over $1 million going towards this transgender fucking bullshit. And it's our tax dollars.
I know. We've gone over it on previous episodes where we were just going over some of the DOGE cuts, and it was like $800,000 for Sesame Street in Iraq.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what is Big Bird wearing a burqa?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What is that? And it was like drag shows in fucking Chechnya. What?
Yeah.
It's all money laundering shit. It's not actually a drag show in Chechnya. It's a bunch of guys that we need influence over there, and here's $1 million. Just open up an organization and we'll donate to it, just like a Clinton Foundation.
Yep.
Donate to the Clinton Foundation. Donate to the drag show. Donate to the non-binary mathematicians. Donate to these fucking. They just make shit up. They'll just make something up. These are all nothing words. They're all nothing words. A mathematician that's non-binary. First off, why do we know he's not he or she or it or whatever? How do we know that she's non-binary? Why do we care? And just do math. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, who cares if they're non-binary or not? Just teach fucking math.
Just teach math. I shouldn't know if you're gay. Why do I know if you're gay? Just teach math. You like to suck dick? Great. Teach math to children. Actually, no.
Don't teach math to children. Yeah, no, don't do that.
Stay away from them.
Yeah, just go focus on sucking dick and leave the the teaching to the kids, to the straight heterosexual adults. Republicans.
Go work from home somewhere where nobody can see you.
But I'm glad these DOGE cuts are happening, because look at all the shit we're finding, man.
Yeah, and I think it's important to realize too with these DOGE cuts, because I know Elon Musk was pissed when they passed the big beautiful bill and it kind of negated everything that they cut. I feel like, and this is maybe just my opinion, if I'm wrong, comment below. DOGE is about cutting waste, it is about saving money, but let's not pretend like they were really going to reduce the size of government by 70%.
It's like those funds are just getting cut to those programs, but the funds are still coming in. They're just going to go to different things now.
Exactly.
What it is.
Yeah, exactly. So That's something to take into consideration. It's like, listen, if there's millions of dollars going to drag shows and gay mathematicians and pregnant trannies and fucking shit. Okay, yeah, I get it that that's not a lot of money in the scheme of things, but it still shouldn't be going to that.
Yeah.
And that's the premise,
$1 of taxpayers' money is $1 too much.
It is. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, there you have the Senate hearings for this time around. I love that Tim Gill guy. He puts everybody right on the spot.
He is good. I think that dude's got a bright future if he keeps it up.
Yeah, he is pretty young, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's gonna he'll do good. I mean, Republicans, we got a deep bench. We got a lot of fucking great Republicans.
Yep.
The Democrats are like AOC, I guess.
AOC or Bernie Sanders, who's gonna die in the next 3 fucking years.
Yeah, I know, who died fucking last weekend.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. But all right. Well, is that it?
That's it, brother.
All right. Well, hey, if you've made it this far, comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Should we keep funding promiscuous transgender boys that get pregnant?
Should we keep funding this trans mental retardation? Is what it is.
That's a better way to put it.
It's trans mental retardation.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, were you?
No, I'm just kidding. I was just joking.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, yeah. All right. And that'll do.